Hi everybody!
Gardening in the southern states is very different from gardening up north.
Today we're going to talk about the biggest gardening mistake we ever made and how we fixed it.
So come along with us and we'll tell you all about it.
Yep.
All right, in the southern states, it gets hot. The summertime down here in South Georgia lasts from April all the way through September and October. Now, I grew up north, and I thought having a greenhouse would be a very helpful thing. You know, we could grow our seedlings in it. We can protect things in the winter time and all that. It would extend our growing season, right? We would have a super long growing season. It was going to be great. However, this is not how it ended up working out. The greenhouse got too hot. It did have ventilation. We had fans. We had sides that rolled up and all of that. Even half the greenhouse was in the shade. Excuse the wind if you hear it blowing. It's kind of windy out here today. But anyway, you know, we had all the ventilation. It was halfway in the shade. It really shouldn't have been too hot, except that we live in South Georgia. The greenhouse was an oven. It was an oven that baked even the hot weather plants like peppers and tomatoes. They got killed. Some of them just wilted and produced nothing. So we discovered the hard way after a couple of years and hundreds of dollars spent. We discovered that the benefits of having a greenhouse were greatly outweighed by, you know, the horrible oven-like temperatures in the summertime. So rather than extending our growing season, it actually, when you factored everything in, it actually shortened the growing season and split it in half. And it was just no good. So we knew that we had to do something. Something had to change. So my husband had the idea to change our greenhouse, to transform it into something new. And this weekend, we did it. We transformed the greenhouse into a shade house. And I'm going to show you it right now. All right, here it is, guys. The shade house.
Our awesome shade house. Finally not hot.
Yes. Now, as you can see, we do have some plastic left on there. At this end, on those 5 purlins, we left some plastic in order to have a sheltered area inside, which you'll have to excuse the mess. We just finished working on this weekend, so there's some crap in there that needs cleaned up.
Kind of messy.
But that's a sheltered area, so if we have anything that doesn't need to be rained on or that we need to protect from wind or whatever, we can
on that side.
We tuck it up under there. So basically what we did was we ran 4-foot fencing. It is 2x4 welded wire fencing all along the sides of the bottom here. And we ran wood along the side to connect it to, and that keeps the livestock from getting in here or stretching the shade cloth or trying to reach in and eat our veggies.
Pretty stable.
Yes. So we've got that along the bottom on both sides. It's on the other side too.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. The wood actually did not cost us anything. At my husband's job, some clown decided to dump a lot of wood. They dumped a lot of wood from a porch they had taken down or something and just left it behind his store, but that was okay. We brought it home. Boards like this. We brought it home. That way we could use it on our shade house, and it's free. Free's good, right?
Yes, I love free stuff.
Now, the shade cloth we purchased, I'm gonna have to leave a link in the description because I don't remember the company. But this shade cloth was a lot cheaper. Like, it was half the price of any other company we found. It was a lot cheaper. This shade cloth that covers this greenhouse, which is 45 feet long, 24 feet wide, that shade cloth only cost $300, and that included shipping and also grommets. You can tell them to put grommets however often you want. And as you can see, we attached it with zip ties so we can move it easily if we want to. But it was only $300. Now we had a shade cloth left over from before, this white shade cloth here.
Yep.
And we obviously haven't tested this for longevity, but it appears to be made just as well as this other shade cloth.
It looks almost exactly the same but different colors.
And this shade cloth we purchased from a different online company. And that shade cloth was a lot smaller. It only covered the top of the greenhouse, and it was, I believe, between $500 and $600.
A lot more expensive for a lot smaller things.
That is true, and it's custom made. This was custom made to size for us. We ordered it on the weekend, and it arrived at our door the following Thursday, which was pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
So I will definitely leave a link in the description to where we purchased that in case anyone's interested.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see, we took our leftover shade cloth and we kind of stuck it on the side here. It's not the prettiest thing. Reason being, this side of the greenhouse gets a ton of sun.
And it kind of helps give it more shade.
Yeah, so this side needed a little bit more protection. And when we go inside, which I'll show you, we'll go inside in a minute, you'll see there's still plenty of sunshine in here. This doesn't make it shady, but it protects them from the heat of the day, and it helps our veggies grow.
Yeah.
So now we'll head around and I will show you the door. Okay guys, this is the end of the greenhouse with the door, and I guess I need to start calling it a shade house because it's not a greenhouse anymore.
No longer a greenhouse.
We peeled the plastic off with the exception of a small overhang here. As you can see, he just kind of cut along the top here just to give a little extra protection to our covered stuff. And again, excuse the mess because we still have cleaning to do in here. But that gives it a little extra protection. We disconnected the fan. It's no longer hooked up, but there's really no reason to remove it, so we're just leaving it there.
Yeah.
We take that same welded wire fencing and those same free boards, and we just made a small frame, and we put the fencing over it. Yep. And that keeps the animals from getting in and lets lots of breeze in here. All right, shall we go inside?
Yes. Let's show you around.
All right, in we go. We've got our worm bin set up here. If you haven't heard about our worm bin, feel free to check out my list of videos. We talk about how we grow worms.
And we feed them as well.
Yes, they compost, they make fertilizer for us. Whew, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Sorry about the wind, guys.
It's pretty cold.
And in case you want to see what stuff we got growing, we got aloe.
We have strawberries.
Strawberries, oregano.
All sorts of
Got a
stuff.
goji berry. These.
Artichokes.
Yes, you see these? We also made a video about planting these. If you remember, we planted them and they came up so fast and they're growing so well. We got these from Papa Pepper.
Yep.
And they're growing just amazing. I'm so excited about these.
Yeah. And they're kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, they're
like
very
it.
cool. They look kind of like sunflower plants because they're related to sunflowers.
Which is cool.
It's very cool, but for now they're sitting in the protected side of the greenhouse. They're going to get planted into a bed, but as you can see, the plastic is still here. The shade cloth does make it a little shadier though.
Yep.
We got an overhang of plastic we let just kind of hang down to help make this more sheltered.
Looks like a not so fancy awesome doorway.
And as you come in to the shade house,
We have a lot more space this time.
you can see it's not actually shady.
No.
It's still bright and sunny. And in the heat of summer, this is going to help these plants because in the hot Georgia summers, the plants do suffer
Yes.
from the heat. And also, if you guys want to see a cool raised bed update, check it out. We've got lettuce, kale.
We have weeds.
Well, you can pull those out. You're good at that. We got our mustard greens also from Papa Pepper. We got lettuce growing willy-nilly. We've been picking out lots of lettuce. Our family has been eating tons of salads. We've got onions. We got pea plants are really starting to take off. They haven't made any peas yet, but they're going to soon. All right, these look good. The strawberries and pine berries.
Yes.
They look amazing. They're growing. I'm still pinching off their flowers. They keep trying to bloom. If you don't know why, it's because they're newly planted in here, so they need to put their energy towards growing roots and leaves right now. They don't need to be making fruit just yet.
Is this
We want
a flower?
we want good,
I
healthy.
have like a little group of flowers here.
Yeah,
Should I just take the whole mess?
yeah. Just pick that off, because if they,
The little flowers.
yep, there's one. Good job. Thanks for showing everybody.
Thanks.
If they grow fruit right now, the plants won't be nearly as healthy and established.
It will take all their energy growing fruit rather than growing bigger and stronger.
That's true, and we want them to stay alive for a long time, don't we?
Yes. Strawberries and pine berries are going to be delicious.
They are going to be great. We got thyme, we got chives, we got carrots,
We have all
cilantro, sage, some more thyme. These are dandelion seeds. These are from Sage Scrub. I purchased over at Homestead Co-op. Check it out. They're growing awesomely. And they also sent us some free seeds. I don't know if you can see them here. These. That's the purple auroch plant. I planted some here. I've got some in a different bed too. And they're all coming up so well. And I'm so excited to grow those.
Me too.
So that's how our raised bed's doing. Now, we're talking about the shade house though, aren't we? We went on a tangent there. This thing of boards here used to be for the aquaponics system, and I told my husband I want that. This is going to be a trellis for any vegetables that are vining. Now obviously,
These shelves used to be all over it.
Yeah.
For aquaponics.
yeah, we still need to clean it up, pull the
Zigzag
gutters
line.
off and whatnot, and put some boards going across. But things like
Beautiful shelves for
any kind of vining vegetable will be growing on here. We're going to put a bed along the bottom there and a whole bunch of raised beds over here where you can see it's just weeds right now.
yeah.
Now we did the math and we found out it's going to cost us about $90 per bed to build cinder block beds.
It's very expensive.
But if we wanted to make raised beds out of corrugated steel, it's only about $60 per bed.
Saving $30 whole there.
Per bed, yes. So we're planning on putting 9 or 10 beds in here.
That's a
So
lot of beds.
yeah, and that's
Not much could fit in here.
it can. I measured this morning. It can. And another good thing about that is it's a little controversial using cinder blocks for raised bed gardening, because certain types of cinder blocks can actually leach bad chemicals into your soil, and nobody wants to eat vegetables grown in chemically garbage, right? Which
Definitely not.
I'm pretty sure that these are the correct type of cinder blocks that will not leach.
Yeah.
But corrugated steel does not leach anything into the soil.
Nope.
It's a perfectly safe option. So for both of those reasons, for money and for the chemical leaching aspect of it, we're going to go with corrugated steel. So I'll have to update you. My husband needs to pick some up, and this weekend we're planning on building one of those and getting another bed going in here, because this is great, but we were hoping to grow more than just salad.
Yeah.
We've got plans, right? We've got big plans. So that about sums it up. See if we can get on the other side here. All this wood, which doesn't look very pretty.
No.
This is a frame we made from the free wood to support the fence. And along the bottom,
Pretty good.
you can see fence posts there. Those are actually fence posts that we took up from around the fruit trees before we made our pallet fruit tree protectors.
Yeah.
I had a stack of those, and I said, you know what? I'm going to put those along the bottom because goats love to rub on everything, and I can just imagine them rubbing along the bottom there and stretching out and breaking the fence.
I can imagine
So,
that as well.
We got our crazy looking frame on the end made
Certainly
from
is fun.
it's made from free wood. So,
Which is
you know, we got the size of boards that we got and we did what we could with them. It's pretty solid though. And we just covered it with fence. And then the top just has the shade cloth over it.
Yeah.
That's all it really needs. And this is going to provide us with a lot of vegetables this coming summer. I am very excited to be growing in here.
Me too.
Great. Okay.
There's one more thing they need to know.
Okay.
The cats have been frolicking across the top of the shade house. And
That is
been
true.
denting the shade cloth a little bit.
Whose cats are those?
Mine.
Those are your stinking cats.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty bad.
if anybody has any tips on how to keep cats from treating this like a playground / trampoline, let us know. Right now,
we're just spraying them with a hose.
Whenever we catch them in the act, we spray them with a hose, and I'm hoping they learn to stay off of here because we don't need them ripping holes in this or anything like that.
In between the two shade cloths, and one of them forgot how to get out, so we sprayed him real good.
Yeah.
The other one got away.
Yeah. Hopefully they learn, those stinking cats.
Hopefully so. We don't want to have to get rid of them.
That is true. All right, we're going to head back outside for one last word.
Yep.
One other thing that we had to do was, since the inside of the greenhouse is no longer weatherproof, we had to disconnect the regular outlets that we had in here, and we haven't taken down these wires yet. They're not connected to anything, don't worry. They're just hanging there, connected to nothing.
Yeah.
But we took down those, and we put in one of these outside all-weather outlet boxes. Yeah. So we still have electricity out here, but
it won't get rained on.
No, and it'll be safe to use and everything. So we had to disconnect the electricity from anywhere that would be exposed to the elements for safety. All right, everybody, thanks for watching this video and coming along to see what our biggest gardening mistake was.
Which was trying to have a greenhouse in the hot Georgia weather.
Yes, that was silly of us, and how we fixed it.
Woo! With the shade house.
That's right, we transformed it into this fabulous shade house, and I look forward to growing stuff in here this summer and also making videos to let you guys know how it's going and what we learn along the way.
Yeah.
So, as usual, thank you everybody for stopping by.
Yes, thank you very much.
Have a blessed day, and we appreciate you all, and we will see you in the next video.